What's up, y'all? This is my take two of trying to record this stupid video. I got a phone call and for whatever reason it messed up the video. But tell me if y'all ever have any problems with the app, like messing up your videos after phone calls and how you retrieve the video. But so I don't know. I don't want to say this is gonna be controversial, but it's just some thoughts that I had today because I went in a couple lives where they were talking about um, women and men's basic interactions, and it just make me really realize how men can really be social vampires. And it's an old saying: if it don't apply, like, let this shit fly. I'm not saying let just whatever go on fly, but like, it don't apply to you, so why are you getting offended? But I just find it weird that a lot of men have picked up on narcissistic behaviors from a mentally dysfunctional man and have called it the standard repeatedly, or have called it a wave, a trend, or a way of life. Like, even when you follow the topic of women talking about the man versus the bear, different beauty standards, like for instance, women getting butt injections to breast implants, like those type of standards and mindset and thinking was placed on them by a man. No one can tell me otherwise. It's not women that was complaining about, oh, I need a woman with perky breasts, or I need a woman with a big butt, or I don't like the fact that a woman has stretch marks. And it's crazy because it's like, how are y'all killing yourselves for people that you're not even going to be in a relationship with long term? Majority of these people don't even want to ride for you or know if they can ride for you, because they don't even know who they selves are. They're detached from reality. Like, even if y'all break up, you can't call them to vent or to like get no ideas off of for any type of growth that's going on in your life. So it's like, what's the point? Like, that type of mentality is really like the equivalent to if a man was to talk you into selling a lung or a kidney or some type of body part to appease him for whatever he need from the moment, but then he gone with the wind. Like, and it's the same thing that you see time and time again, because the standard of how women versus men think, and it's not a competition, let's be real clear on that. The fact that a woman is trained up at a young age, really before the age of 15, on how to take care of a household, unless you just come from a good family dynamic and they just taught you, to stick together and take care of each other, you're learning because basically you're being trained on how to be a wife. I'm not really seeing like where a lot of men are being trained on how to be a husband in the ways in which is correct to take care of a woman. Because let's be very clear, I can sit up there and say I'm satisfied with, oh, as long as he taking me on these major trips and excursions, as long as he's spending money on me, I'm gonna be satisfied. But truth be told, that would be a lie, especially if I start to feel like, oh, he's disconnected from me, he don't know who I am. As long as he, sleeping with me and I look good in front of his friends and he's spending money on me, I'm good. But no, that would be a lie. That would be a lie, for real, because money can't take care of everything. And it's so crazy because a lot of people will openly admit to, well, let me use the example of this live actually. So the live was, why do men go for younger women? And it's for narcissistic, controlling reasons. It's because they feel as though they can shape and mold them and Not only that, that they're inexperienced and they can tell them a lot of what to do and they'll be cool with it, or even if they're stronger minded, they're not in experienced enough to catch some of the actions in which they're already messed up. By that time, you're several years invested, you have several kids, and you have some type of finances that's wrapped up with this person. Now, if you're not that type of man, or that's not what you see yourself doing, this is why a lot of the people need to get out of the habit of always solely going to your friends and asking for advice, because it's like that mentality of this is another thing I kind of feel like trauma bonding, even when you having fun for real. Low self esteem, peer pressure, group mentality. And it is immature as hell to think that, oh, because you want to have fun or seem like, or because you don't want to seem like the oddball out, but it's not for go for what you truly want, to the part to where you're killing yourself and all your the trueness about yourself to appease somebody else. And I'm not with it. I really never have been. And really, it's crazy because that can go for women and men. And this is why a lot of women, this is why a lot of men pick up on mentality that they end up doing and, making decisions on things that they end up saying that they regret later on. Just for some momentary thrill, just because you want to look like the biggies, the loudest, and the baddest in the room. Even to the point to where you feel like you're drowning, or you're not getting to where you truly want to be, or what it is that you truly want, so you compromise yourself. Like, no. Like, it's the main reason why you see people nowadays where I can't get on the internet anymore without seeing some bare woman, excuse me, TikTok friendly words. But like, and it's crazy too, because it was certain times to where certain women would use it as like, when they would do it, it wouldn't be all the time, like the dressing provocative. It would be seen as a scandal, or like some like vibed out diva move. Because again, I could easily incorporate certain things to forms of art when you talk about how they used to mold statues in the nude, or make paintings, and or you just standing there nude in the nude as a form of art. But it's not even that no more. It's just straight up selling sex, and so, which is cool. And I talked on my previously post about wanting to be an artist, and it's cool to a degree, because okay, like, out of all the songs, like, when you're an artist, you want to be able to touch on all type of topics, and you want your music to be authentic, and you want your music that is something that you can listen to throughout the times, and it does not age, and it's something that is like easily enjoyable, or you can have fun to. And it's like, the way that y'all portray these women, like, it's they fault for real, when y'all fed into the mentality, acting as though a man have to have a high body count, while, and to be the man, while a woman, if she have a high body count, she a HO, but not acknowledging the fact that make a man a HO too. But even when you talk about, again, the art, majority of the time it catered to that one song, that it was that teaser, that provocative song, and so it just called for it, like it was appropriate, because it wasn't all the dang on time. You a bad B, you got a big butt, you look good, you got money, and what else? It's the same thing over and over.